Hey, my name is Joe the Tender. Welcome to my channel, So That's How You Do That. Today I want to talk to you about what I believe is the best budget plank out on the market. And what I consider a budget plank in today's economy with inflation is $3 and less. To find a good budget plank at $1.99 like we could back in the old days, those days are gone, okay? Now there are some planks out there that are going to be $1.99 and less. A lot of those you're going to find online. They're bargain buys. I'm just going to tell you right now, I consider probably all of those trash and at best fire starter, which would be an expensive firewood. I just am telling you, buyer beware, because if it's too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true, right? And there's three things that we look for when we're buying a vinyl plank. That first thing is going to be how a plank looks. Now I want to share this plank with you. This is by Flooret. It's Modin base. This is the budget plank I'm talking about, one of the colors that they have. Talk about what the embossing on this looks like. Now that's the texture that you see that makes the plank look realistic. This plank has a very nice embossing. Now it's very subtle, so it's not going to collect dirt and grime like you would think. Okay, it really helps the floor look realistic, the patterns in there, the way it follows the pattern, and it's not going to get that plasticky sheet look as you look across the floor. So it really brings out the grains of the wood. Really looks nice to have that embossing texture. A lot of budget planks don't have that. This particular one does. Now the other thing that we're looking for when we want a plank to look good is how many patterns does that plank have. Now I have three different types of plank here, three different colors, one box of each. I'm opening up all three boxes, and when I open up this first box, you're going to see that out of 12 pieces we have 11 different patterns. So we know that inside Modin base, the line of Modin base, that each of these colors are going to have at least 11 different patterns, which is really crazy to think of when most high-end planks don't have that much. A lot of them, and you can see in some of the other review videos that I've made, we're talking 4 to 6. Now most budget planks are 3 to 5, where you are only going to have that many patterns that you're going to try to spread out and make this plank look good. So it's really nice to have multiple patterns. Now I did open up a second box, and even though we know that there's 11 patterns in this one carton, we had 6 of the same pattern. Okay, 6 of them, not all of them are identical. They had the pattern on different spots of the plank, but nonetheless, as you go through the cartons, you want to make sure that you open up multiple cartons, and as you're laying the plank down on the floor, you want to make sure that you're not laying patterns next to each other. But keep in mind, just because one carton has 6 doesn't mean that the next one will have 12 different ones. Okay, again, I want to pound that in there that Modin base has at least 11 patterns that I can prove to you with the plank that I have. Okay, and so with that, now I want to go to the second thing that's most important. And what that is durability. Durability is extremely important to all of us. And one of the things that I like about this plank is 5 millimeters in thickness, and it's an SPC core. Now 5 millimeters in thickness isn't as thick as you can get for plank, okay? We're talking about a budget plank. One of the things that I like about that, because of the thickness, is it forms to the floor. And so if you have floors that have floor prep issues, this plank is really forgiving to that. Okay, that's one of the things that I like about it. It forms to the floor and it does not put strain on the locking system like some other planks will. Also, this plank is really tough. It's dent resistant. You can see here in this part of the video that I'm beating on this plank and we're not leaving many marks on it. Now if I hit it hard enough, yes, I can damage it, but it takes a good swing of the hammer to do this. Now this stuff is also very scratch resistant. I'm going to put some sand on this. I'm going to rub it in with my feet, and you can see once I'm all done and I pull this plank up, the scratches are not there. So it's very, very durable to sand. So coming in and out of the house with shoes on isn't going to be a problem. It's kid friendly, it's pet friendly, meaning that Your kids can actually play on it and live on it, right? Now, also pet friendliness, what I'm talking about is their nails, and also if your pet has an accident. If you put water on this plank or urine on this plank and let it sit for 36 hours, it's not gonna seep through those joints. And more than likely within a 36-hour span, it's gonna evaporate anyway. When the plank is put together correctly and those joints are nice and tight, you're not going to have to worry about pet urine getting through those joints down to your subfloor or to your concrete slab. So I really like that. Now, as far as scratch resistance goes, I'm going to show you how this holds up to a scratch test that I'm going to perform right now with a fork. This is a fork. Now, if you look, you can kind of see where the fork left marks, but those just wipe right off. I'm going to actually use some water and a dry towel. You can kind of see a little mark there still. It's not damaging the wear layer. It's just the aluminum oxide is kind of just showing a little bit where the mark was with the fork, but it wipes right off. Now, I'm not going to say that it won't really scratch. Let's really dig hard. Okay, so that was the wear layer. So you can see how hard I had to dig just to get the scratch in there, but it's actually in the wear layer. It didn't get into the pattern. Now I was pressing hard. So it really does take a lot to scratch this. Again, that's just water. Feel right now that I'm rubbing, I'm starting to feel like the wear layer that was scratched wipe off. You can see those big marks there. So you can see that this performs really well, and I want you to know a little bit more about this plank. I already told you that it's got an SPC core, which makes it really durable. But it also has a 20 mil wear layer, and you are not going to find that in any of the budget planks that are out there except for Modin base. Now, a 20 mil wear layer is usually something you're going to find in a high-end plank. You're usually only going to find a 6 to a 12 mil wear layer on any other budget plank on the market. I challenge you to go and check it and find that out for yourself. A 20 mil wear layer is enough, okay? Anything beyond that can start to get to be overkill. Although I will tell you that Flooret does have a product we'll talk about at the end here that has a 40 mil wear layer on it. And it's an outstanding product. It's actually my favorite vinyl plank. We'll talk about that later on. But this plank also, it has that 20 mil wear layer. The other thing that I like about it, it has a beveled edge on it, a micro beveled edge, which makes it so the plank goes together a lot cleaner, a lot nicer. You don't have any high spots or low spots where the plank might not come together correctly and you might chip that over time. Really nice to have that micro beveled edge. The other thing that I want to tell you about as far as durability goes is this plank has a very durable locking system, which if you've seen any of my other review videos, you know that the locking system is super important to me. It's not an unbreakable locking system, but it is strong. It takes a lot of force to break it. Where a lot of planks out there, and especially the budget planks, you could break the locking system like it's a potato chip. You don't want that. You want something strong and durable. And it's mentioning the locking system now. The other thing that this has is it's a true angle-to-angle locking system, meaning that you have to put the butt joint in at an angle and slide it into the groove, and also the long joint at an angle and slide it into the groove for it to lock together. That gives it a lot more strength than what all the other budget planks have, which is what I call a drop and lock, where you actually bang the butt joint together with a rubber mallet. That's not a good system. I know they talk, oh, it's so easy to install, but if it's easy to install and it goes together very easy, don't you think that it's going to come apart easy? The answer is yes, guys, it does. And I am totally against drop and lock. I do not like them. I wouldn't put it in my house, and I don't recommend any drop and lock. This plank is really super easy to put together. If you just slide it in, get it down into the main joint, just hit your tapping block, lifting up just a little bit, get that part in first, and then work your way up. And then it'll fall down into place and it's all locked in. Now the myth out there is that drop and lock is so much easier to install, so people flock to it. I'm telling you, don't. Stay away from it, because it's not a great locking system. And I'm going to prove that to you right now. If I pull on this, it pops out. If I pull on this, it doesn't pop out. Now the third thing I want to talk about is price. We talked a little bit about this already. Now Modin base is $295 a square foot. Yes, it's close to that 3 mark, but like what I told you is with inflation, the prices of vinyl plank has went up. So I really think that you're getting a lot of bang for your buck with this, which is why I promote this as a budget plank, because that's exactly what it is. Now I do want to tell you that I've been doing work with Flooret now for almost 2 years, and I've had thousands of happy customers who have came and purchased products from them over these last 2 years. I've helped a lot of people with their installs over the past few years, and I haven't had any major issues at all with Flooret, or my customers saying that they had major issues. If anything, I've only heard good things, and the customer service is absolutely amazing. And I believe that that's very true, which also helps me say that I believe that this is the best budget plank out there. Now, if you decide you want to get some samples, you can use this coupon code, so that's how 50. Click on the link below in the description of the video. That'll bring you to Flooret's website. As you get there, you're going to be able to go through and check out some of the different products that they have. If you find something that you like, you can order a sample kit, just like something like this right here. You can get different types of sample kits, one of the best sellers, dark colors, light colors. They have all different options of what types of sample kits you can get. And those are going to be 50% off at that coupon code, so that's how 50. Now, if you decide that you like a plank, order a full plank. They'll even send you a full plank. Or what I would tell you before you buy any plank, if you find something you think that you're really going to like, order 1 carton of it and have them send it to you. Now those will be shipped, the samples will be shipped free of charge, okay? They do charge you for the samples, but like I said, you get 50% off with the coupon code, so that's how 50. You can also use that coupon code to let them know I sent you if you decide to purchase some plank. Just use the coupon code, so that's how 50, and that'll let them know that you're coming. Now, I did not get paid to do this video by Flooret. I reached out to them. They never reached out to me. I reached out to them 2 years ago, asked if we could collaborate because of all the good things I heard about them and how much I really liked their product. Now, I will tell you, if you use my coupon code, that's going to say, hey, Joe sent me. They do give me a little commission on that. And I want to say thank you very much for that blessing. But I want you to also know that if you decide to go somewhere else or not even use the coupon code, I want you to do what you feel is comfortable. But for sure, apply some of these tests that I shared with you today to any plank that you choose to buy to find out if it is a good quality plank. If you do order plank from Flooret, I do want you to know that no matter how big your order is, if it's 100 square feet or if you order 3,000 square feet, they have a flat rate of shipping, which is $1.99. But that brings it right to your house curbside. And I'll be honest with you, whenever I have gotten plank from Flooret and delivered to my house or out to a job that I'm doing an install on, I've met the driver before he was even getting out the truck, and I gave him a tip. And that plank ended up in my garage. I'm just saying. No matter if you go to Home Depot, Lowe's, or a private store, if you're going to do this on your own, there's no special treatment, guys. You're going to have to get that plank into your house yourself, okay? So there's not really a downside that I see at all that Flooret is an online company, okay? So have no fear about doing that. Look at their reviews, call customer service, talk to them for yourself, ask them questions. You'll see what I'm talking about when I tell you how amazing they really are. And I do want to tell you about one more product here. This is actually a sample kit of Flooret Signature, okay? Now this is their high-end plank. It's a 9-inch wide by 72-inch long plank. I have a review video on this one also. You should go and check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below. This is my favorite vinyl plank, and I believe this is the best plank out on the market today. Super durable, has a 40 mil wear layer. There's so many good things about this plank. The pattern repeats are just crazy how many different patterns they have in this plank. The embossing, the texture in this is just stunning. They offer all sorts of different colors. Check out that review video that I was talking to you about. Now the other thing I want to tell you is what is really a big bonus for you as a DIYer. If you decide that you're going to install plank on your own, these products that I'm sharing with you, I have videos to show you how to install these exact products. Very good detailed videos that'll walk you through your entire installation. I'm going to post 4 of them down below. First off, I'm going to post one that shows you how to do a layout, okay, so that you can avoid transitions throughout your installation and make sure that you don't have small pieces in bad places. Really a good video to get yourself acquainted with, to learn how to do big installations. And it doesn't matter if it's your first time, it's going to give you the confidence to do that. The second video is how to start the very first rows and where to start them. Okay, I'm going to walk you through how to do that. I have several techniques that I know that you're going to love that are going to help you get started quickly and make you feel like hey, I know what I'm doing and I've never done it before. The third video is all the stuff in between. I'm going to share with you a video that's going to show you all the tips and tricks to get through doorways, cut up to walls, all sorts of different stuff. So there's going to be 3 videos down there for sure that you can watch just on the Modin base. I also am going to share another video with you that I share on how to install the Modin Signature. So check those out. They're really good videos. I think you will think so too. All of those will be down below. Also, I have some tools, which I'm going to grab right now. You will notice this is my tapping block. I also have a pull bar called the plank puller. This tapping block will really help you with your installation. You can grip this handle in so many different ways that it really gives you the finesse that you need to be able to put together even the most stubborn plank. Those videos that I shared with you, they're all going to show you how to use the plank hammer in different ways. This tool is really a lifesaver when it comes to installing vinyl plank. Also, I use a heavy duty pull bar, which I call the plank puller. That's what you use to get around the edges to put that last piece in. Very good tool. Check those out. I'll leave links for all of this below. Hey, I just want to end this by saying, Father God, I pray that you bless everybody who's watching this video today. I pray that you bless them and their family, Lord. Shower them with your grace. I pray that if anyone's having a tough day or a tough time, that you would reach them, Lord. Let them feel you. I pray for this in Jesus' name. Amen. I'm Joe Latender. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.